Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new battle report, and this is the second game in the campaign where I play against Bloodbound. So this is a different player, have a different list. In this campaign we have two Bloodbound armies, or two Chaos armies, but this time we have Bloodbound. And then we have two Order armies, Sylvanet and my Stormcast Eternals. So this is my second game, and it's against another Bloodbound army. And here we have... So we are going to play Blood and Glory, but we make a variant here. Instead of winning automatically in turn 3 if you're holding 4 objective, we'll reduce this to 3. We are playing 500 points, so we have 3 or 4 units maximum, so it makes no sense try to hold 4 objectives. So we decided and we agreed that if you are holding 3 objectives at the end of the turn 3, you are winning. Of course, any turn after. If not, we are going to go for for minor victory conditions. Okay. It's a difficult one because I only have 3 units, so I have to hold 3 objectives with 3 units and try to kill the enemy units from this objective. Taking into account one of the units is just my Lord Celestin on Dracot, and it's counting as a single miniature. So this is my army, the same as I played in the first game. Lord Celestin on Dracot, 5 Liberators, 5 Judicators. Liberators have the Prime, and then the Judicators have the Prime, and the Prime have the special bow. I equip them with bows. And the Bloodbound army is a Mighty Lord of Khorne, a Blood Secretor, 20 Blood Reavers, and 5 Blood Warriors. Mainly the box, the miniatures that come in the box, the starter kit, except the big guy. Oh, and some other guys, but it's mainly what you can get from the main box. And let's go to the deployment. As I said, we are going to put 4 objectives, 2 in each deployment zone. If you hold 3 of them at the end of turn 3 or later, you are automatically winning. So we have to protect these objectives, and we have to try to hold the enemy objectives. So this will force a lot to spread the army, and what I did so far is I put my Lord Celestin in the middle of my deployment zone, Judicators covering one objective and my Liberators covering the other objective. He deployed with all his army on one of his objectives, and then just 5 Blood Warriors hiding behind these rings out of line of sight and try and holding one of the objectives. So each of us, we deployed in the way we can protect our 2 objectives. So here we have another picture of the battle deployment before we start. Here we have how he put the Blood Reavers in the front, and then the 2 characters are just behind the Blood Reavers. So he's using the Blood Secretor to empower or to synergize with the Blood Reavers, and as well the Mighty Lord of Khorne. Another view, very nice to see all these Blood Reavers. And yeah, here we have the Blood Warriors just hiding behind the rings. With that, we go to turn 1, and I finished deploying first, so I decided to go first. So we go turn 1 for the Stormcast Eternals. And here I play conservative. I don't need to rush against him. I just put my Lord of Celestin in front of the Judicators, try to protect my Judicators, and I shoot on the Blood Reavers. My intention is to reduce as maximum as possible the number of Blood Reavers that he has before I engage in close combat. If he put all the buffs, these Blood Reavers can have 3 attacks each. So with 20 Blood Reavers is a lot of attacks. So I want to avoid that they are at full strength when they arrive in close combat. In that way, I can deal with them easily. Much easier. And yeah, and the Liberators, I just keep them to protect my objective. I don't want to rush against the Blood Warriors neither alone. So not much from my side. I kill 3 or 4 Blood Reavers. I think I killed 4 Blood Reavers with the shooting, and that's all. So here we see the view from the Judicators, and the Lord Celestin protecting. Subjective view from the Judicators, how they're going to shot on the Blood Rivers. And here we have the mass of Blood Rivers ready to rush against the lines of the Stormcast Eternals. With that, we go to the turn 1 for the Bloodbound. And he just moved straight forward against the Liberators. So he's trying to get me by surprise. I have to say I have more movement than him, so I can reposition my Lord Celestan pretty easily. But yeah, he just moved the Blood Rivers. They move 6 in the running, I think. So they really rush against the Liberators. The Mighty Lord of Corns was slower, and the Blood Secretor that he wants to have keep it close to the Blood Rivers roll a 1. So this was a little bit unfortunate, because it means that the Blood Secretor is losing the piece, and then he's going to be too far to buff the Blood Rivers. So here we have the overview: no shooting and not assault, and the Blood Warriors just remain behind the ruins, looking forward to see what he do with the Blood Warriors. And this is how we finish the turn 1. Another overview of the turn 1. And yeah, and this is the view from the side of the Judicators. So here it's important now if I go first, I will keep shooting to the Blood Rivers, and I will use my Celestan Prime to try to pin them in the middle of the battlefield. So I will try to go with my Celestan Prime and assault the Blood Rivers. If he's moving first, he can even reach my Liberators. So if 16 Blood Rivers arrive to my Liberators, this can be dangerous. And this is what happened. In the second turn, he has the initiative, so now he's having 2 turns in a row. He was hesitating if assaulting or not assaulting, and at the end he decided not to assault the Liberators, because if he was assaulting, he was too far from the Blood Secretor, and the Blood Secretor will not be able to buff the Blood Rivers. So he preferred to just move ahead and prepare to assault in the third turn. I think this gives me a very valuable opportunity to be able to do really a lot of damage on these Blood Rivers and reduce this unit below the effectiveness, below the number that will make him effective. So yeah, now my base plan in my turn 2 will be to shoot with the Judicators and to assault with my Lord Celestan at the flank of these Blood Rivers. Here we have another overview. So I was a little bit surprised that the Blood Warriors remain stationary. I think I think in BlizzCon you have to go at attack with everything at the same time. If not, it's difficult. So yeah, another overview at the end of the turn 2 of the Bloodbound. And we go to the turn 2 for the Stormcast. This is a very fast battle, to be fair. With 500 points the battle goes fast. And this is what I did. I just shoot the Blood Rivers, I assault the flank of the Blood Rivers, and I completely did a carnage of Blood Rivers. Only 4 Blood Rivers were surviving the attacks of the Lord Celestan. You see there the pile of dead. This was together with the Lord Celestan and the Judicators. I was lucky with the Dracoth. He rolled a 6 to wound, so he did this 6 damage. I think the Lord Celestan killed 4 or 5, and the Dracoth killed another 4, something like that. So a big number of deaths, and now the unit is really below effectiveness. Of course, now my Lord Celestan on Dracoth, it's supposed to be charged by the Mighty Lord of Corn, but I think by doing that I almost saved the Liberators. Let's see what is going on, because it's still risky. This Mighty Lord of Corn can kill my Lord Celestan on Dracoth with just 1 hit. If he's lucky and rolls the 5 or 6, after wounding me, he can drag me into the warp and kill my Lord Celestial on Dracot. This is the overview. As you can see, I just moved the Liberators back. I back up with the Liberators. I don't want them to engage. I prefer only to solve with one unit, and I think the Celestial Prime now can deal with the remaining forces. Here is the overview from the Blood Warrior side. Blood Warriors are really too far to be able to intervene in the next turn. And this is what I was saying, that I think is a little bit of a mistake. So he will be able to plan the Blood Secretor to buff the Blood Rivers, but no, they are quite very little in numbers. They're easy to kill, even with the help of the Mighty Lord. It's not guaranteed that he will be able to kill my Lord Celestan. And the Blood Warriors are too far to engage with the Liberators. So here we have on that. All these Blood Rivers there are the pile of dead. So with this we go to the turn 3, and now we have to roll again for initiative. If I roll for if I win the initiative, I kill the Blood Rivers, and almost this is game over, because then I can shoot the Mighty Lord of Khorne and really wound him. Maybe not kill him, but I think I will be able to deal with the Blood Rivers. If he has the turn, he start with the Mighty Lord of Khorne and kill my Lord Celestial on Dracot. He still have the opportunity to turn back the battle. And he had the third turn, so he had the third turn. He assaulted with the Mighty Lord of Khorne, and the first he did is to pile him with the Blood Rivers. He started hitting me. He hit me hard, and I think he made me 4 wounds in total. I tried to hit the Mighty Lord of Khorne and was without success. I think I only managed to scratch 1 wound or 2 wounds to the Mighty Lord of Khorne. So really, then the Mighty Lord of Khorne did 1 wound to me, but he did not roll the 5 or 6, he rolled a 3, so he did not kill me. So we fight there. He makes some wounds to me. I attacked the Mighty Lord of Khorne because the Blood Rivers already attacked me, so I was not gaining anything by attacking the Blood Rivers, and I prefer just to see if I can damage the Mighty Lord of Khorne. And with that, and with my Stormcast Eternal wounded, we go to the turn 3 for the Stormcast Eternals. And I did what you see here. So I retreat with my Lord Celestan. And now was time for the Liberators to intervene. So the Liberators just assault the Blood Rivers and kill them all. I like to play in tandem, so to use the Liberators or to use another unit to retreat and then attack with another unit and do that. But by doing that, I managed to gain. I think my Lord Celestan was heavily wounded after the combat with the Mighty Lord of Khorne and the Blood Rivers, and he was down to 2 wounds. So now I managed to put him up back to 3 because I have the talisman. But I didn't want to risk to lose the Lord Celestan in that way. This is why I decided retreat the Lord Celestan and attack with the Liberators. And the plan worked quite well because the Liberators just finished the Blood Rivers. So here we see at the end of the turn 3 for the Stormcast Eternals, and the end of the turn 3 for both players. So I killed the Blood Rivers. He still has the Mighty, and then on the other side he has the Mighty Lord of Khorne, the Blood Secretor, and the Blood Warriors. In my side I have the 2 units full and just my Lord Celestan on Dracot wounded with 3 wounds remaining. Here we have another review, but now I think I have quite a good control of the situation. Okay, and with that, we went to turn 4, and this time I won the initiative. So my plan now is assault with shoot as much as I can to the Mighty Lord of Khorne to see if I can kill him from the distance. I think he only has 2 wounds remaining because I attacked him both times. And if I don't manage to kill him with the shooting, then I will assault, and I hope this time the Lord Celestial Dragon managed to kill him in combat. You have to take into account that he is in the ruins, so he have +1 to the armor save. So this makes him a little bit difficult because he's saving even with my arrows that have friendly 1. He's saving on 3+. As you can see, I assault him. I did not manage to kill him in shooting. He saved the mortal wounds that I did with the Dvakoth. I did 2 mortal wounds, and he saved them too. And I managed just to scratch 1 wound with my Judicators. So here's 1 wound remaining, and I say, okay, let's assault him. I think my Lord Celestial Dragon should be able to deal with this guy. So here we have the 1-to-1 close combat. And this is the result. This time the Lord Celestial did not flop the attacks and kill the mighty Lord of Khorne. And with that, my opponent decided to concede the battle at this point. So this was the situation at the end of the turn 4 of the Stormcast Eternals. He had the Blood Sequator and the Blood Warriors. It's very difficult that he can threat any of my 2 objectives, and I think no, my Lord Celestial Dragon can deal with any of the 2 units. He had 4 wounds because I recovered 2 wounds. Remember, he was down to 2, and now I recovered 2 wounds thanks to the talisman. And yeah, I'm controlling the 2 objectives in my sight, so I can threaten easily any of the objectives of my opponent. I don't only have 1 turn, I was thinking, so maybe with the shooting I was able to kill the Blood Sequator. So he decided to consider this moment, and if we just keep each one with objective, if we can kill points, I will win because I kill more units than my opponent. So this was a victory for the Stormcast Eternals, the second in this how it's called in this campaign. I think here for me if I will say that was decisive is he did not assault, and then he gave me very easy assault with my Lord Celestial. On top with the shooting, I managed to really, when I destroyed the Blood Rivers, yeah, he was losing a lot of push there. And then the mighty Lord of Khorne alone there can be killed because I used the power of all my army against him. So yes, as I said, Stormcast victory. Very happy how this army is performing. And the next round we are going to be against the Sylvaneth. So we are going to have my 500 points against another 500 points of Sylvaneth. And that's all for now. Please leave a comment below, like if you like it. Let me know what do you think about this battle report. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.